right, so now driving the Tesla S, I am officially impressed by this car. It's weird because I love the notion of just the one big screen and that does it all. The no transmission hump, as we talked about. The concept of never going to another gas station. I mean, like, you buy this car and you'll never go to another gas station. That's it. And with the like supercharging stations that are free, that are going to be dotting this land of ours very shortly, unbelievable. But the performance, let's see if I can clip this guy.
I think you can get him. The car is fast.
The car is...
But it dots around, like...
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that too, but like for me, when I get on it, if it's not pointed perfectly straight, it wants to go in that direction.
Yeah.
It'll really start to turn left, start to turn right. And I think it's like two electric motors coupled together with the transmission, and it's in the back. And I think when it does that, it must have almost like a torque steer, but for the rear. It's a weird feeling. It's cool, but it's weird.
It is fast. It's fast. It's golf cart fast. Meaning, you know when you get in a golf cart and someone fucking hits it and you get that instant like, whoa, like you grab onto something really fast? Like, it's that for a car. Like, you have that immediate like, whoa feeling.
The acceleration for any other car feels like it's not just moving the car. It's the acceleration is the engine getting up to speed to make the power that it needs to make for the car to go fast. This car makes all of its power from a dead standstill, so it feels like a roller coaster. It feels like all it's trying to do is move the weight of this car as fast as possible. It doesn't need to make more power to do it.
Yeah, a couple things. What is speed and what is the sensation of speed? You know, when a rocket ship is on the launch pad, or an or military aircraft is on an aircraft carrier, it's the 0 to about 150 miles an hour. Now that plane can cruise at Mach 2.
Right.
But when you're cruising at Mach 2, it doesn't feel like you're doing anything. And that space shuttle goes 19,000 miles an hour, and you're just sitting there drinking your Tang.
It's fine.
No, what I'm saying is what is the sensation of speed? It's that. We're driving around that Porsche, I don't know, what was it, the Boxster?
Recently we had the new 911, the Carrera
Before
S.
that,
we had a Boxster, the new Boxster.
Yeah,
S.
okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Fine. Mash your foot into the pedal and then count. When you get to about 3 Mississippi, you start feeling it. Come on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was driving that car around. It's great. Mash your foot down. Nothing's happening under 6,500. It's going to take you a while to get to 6,500, and then you're going to feel it.
Right.
And you were driving around, you know, you had the new Scion, Subaru, you know,
yeah, we
whatever.
Had the RZ, the FRS.
Yeah, cute little car and everything, but, you know, mash your foot down and then just wait.
It doesn't really go.
Nothing's going to happen for a good while after you mash your foot down. This car, mash your foot down, light switch. Like, it's on.
Yeah, and
I don't think there's any... I don't care how great... I just did a dicky move.
It's total dick move.
All right. I don't care how great the performance of your naturally aspirated motor is. 55? Is that Bel Air?
56.
Is that a Bel Air? Cool car.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't care how great you'll never have... You just won't have that. You're gonna have to build up to that.
Yeah, that can never get old. There's no way that gets old.
No,
that is way too much fun. The acceleration of this car is hard to explain. All you can see is Jeff fly to the back of the seat every time we hit the gas of the camera and get the sunroof. But
what you have is I never have to go to the gas station again, and no downside. I mean, like, most of the time of, like, you know, hey, buy this Flowbee and never go to the barber again. Right, but I'm gonna have some pretty fucked up hair.
Yeah.
But, like, I will do my own hair, but it's gonna look like it.
Yeah.
This is never go to a barber again and look like Frankie Valli.
That's what I'm going for.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, Frankie Valli.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You never have to go to the gas station again, and you have 4 second, the rollout 4 second, but 0 to 60, car this size, that kind of leg room in the rear, 4 seconds? What else? What's going to touch that? I mean, why would you? Here's my point. Love the Maserati Quattroporte. Like beautiful,
good looking car.
Great looking car.
Yeah, beautiful
great
car.
looking car. What's that thing sticker for? 115?
130.
130. What's 0 to 60 in that car?
Oh, like 5.5, 5.2.
And so it's a full second more than this. And what kind of mileage you getting in that car?
I'm going to go ahead and say 13 and 18. Maybe it's 13 and 20. I could be doing it a favor by saying that.
For half the price of that car.
Yeah, you could get into
Couldn't
this
you
car.
see yourself driving this car?
Yeah, well, I don't know what the entry level, if that's the right term, but the entry level version of this we talked about before being about $60,000, and the smaller battery is 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds. But even then, what else can you get that'll give you?
Well, and also
the range
it's
and
50,
the speed.
59 or 60. You get 59, you get 9 back from the state or whatever.
Right, so you're close to 50.
Yeah, and
what you get back from the state, you probably pay in taxes anyway.
And you get but what do you get in technology? I mean, just like this whole thing of walking up to the car and having the doors, you don't.
I've been surfing the CarCast website the whole time.
You don't start or stop this car. You just get in it and drive, and when you leave it, you leave. You don't lock it and you don't shut it.
The car turns on and off every time you put your ass in the seat.
And then when you get your ass out of the seat,
it turns itself off.
All you have to do is remember to shut the door. And I don't even know if you need to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
you
last
get
night
out of
your
the
daughter,
car.
Natalia, did not shut the door.
you get out of the car and you start walking away from the car, and the car shuts itself down.
Yeah, it doesn't like to be lonely.
There's nothing to do.
We've got
like putting a key into an ignition and turning it feels like slavery now.
I love the 17-inch screen. I thought was going to be crazy, but in 2 days, I already love it. I think it's great. Split screen, and then you hit the full screen button, and we have a huge map.
I would get on the list for this car.
Yeah.
It's I mean, and by the way, how about the funk and the trunk?
The frunk?
How about the frunk and the trunk? You know what I mean? I mean, you have massive capacity back there. By the way,
Jeff's flopped around the back because there's no transmission tunnel, and you can actually sit in the corner and lounge all the way back. It's like sitting on a little couch.
You guys know that I just got back from the Harbor Freight in North Hollywood.
Just now in this car?
Yes.
So you've been there twice in a Panamera Turbo S and a Tesla Model S?
No, the Panamera Model S was the Harbor Freight in like Tustin or something. It was worse than North Hollywood, but literally in a place dotted with Bondo covered minivans. I just pulled up in this car. But here's the whole thing. I think that place is so crazy they don't even know what this is.
No.
It's not like anyone knows what the new Tesla
This is the new Celica.
But it's also interesting in a time where the luxury standard and sort of trend has been toward taking 2 buckets in the rear, like, creating the, like we're talking about, like the Panamera or something like that, where you're sitting in the back, there's a console between you.
Yeah, they got full deep like bucket seats in the back.
And it's all great, but like seriously, a few weeks ago, my wife and her friend and her friend's kid and my 2 kids wanted to go to like Legoland or Marineland.
That whole
SeaWorld.
thing sounds like a pain in the ass.
Well, I'm not going.
Okay.
But my point is this: that's 5 people.
Yeah.
That's a 4-seater. The middle seat is not a seat, and it doesn't have a seat belt.
No, it's only a seat for Chris.
I had to use a tie down.
You budgie your kids. I budgie cord my kids.
No, but the point is when you get that Panamera, that's great.
Yeah.
But God forbid if you have to put a 5th person in there, they literally can't do it.
Yeah, this seats 3 in the back, I think easily, and then another 2 kids go in the jump seats in the back,
Yeah.
which I've seen in one of the stores, and it's pretty interesting. The acceleration of this is just, it never gets old. This thing is fun. This thing is fun. You know, you do that in a Nissan Leaf and you're out of juice by the time we hit the red light up here.
The other thing with this car that I found interesting when I was test driving it with Shanna, it has that regenerative, regenerating brake.
Right.
All right. Now, for some people, it's a little weird because it doesn't coast. The car, it's on, and when it's off, you can. So you can adjust that.
Right here, standard and low.
And low will give you the coast that you're used to in your internal combustion vehicle, which is cool. Although I must say, and she's right, once you drive, so that's the coast.
When you let your foot off the gas.
So here we go. I'll do it. I'll let it off now.
It slows down by itself, like a normal car.
When you do the standard and you let off, it drops it much quicker. But of course, you get more back put into the battery, I'm guessing, when you get it on standard. And she was right when she said, you drive around with the standard for about a day, and then you're used to it, and then that becomes the norm, and then that's that. But
I think the car there's definitely a learning curve, more of a behavioral shift. You got to get used to a few new things, but I think it's easy to do, and I think it's fun. I would buy this car as soon as you start paying me more.
I would, as soon as you get me one of these for free, I would start buying this car. No, I really pushed the button there. I just think it's the future. I don't know that there's anything that comes close in the electric world, and the idea, again, you're talking to a dude who was taking a Range Rover to the gas station every 3 times a week because we're working out of Irvine. The idea of never going to another gas station, just never seeing the people at the gas station.
Yeah.
Whether it's the people that work there or the people that go there, you know what I mean?
So do you take this to a gas station just to buy like a big gulp and then you leave?
I'm just saying, honestly, you own this and then you own my diesel dually Ford F-350 truck with the add-on 55-gallon tank.
Yeah.
And you're set for life.
Okay.
Now, at this point, we would stop the car, but no reason to stop the car. We just leave the car. Let's get far enough away with this thing.
I think if you hit the middle button.
Did it go in yet?
Hit the roof button. There it goes.